I've been staring at this. It's like a 2014 Can-Am Outlander XT. It's an 800. We've got the plastics for it, but they're just wrecked. They've been sitting outside for years and years. This thing spent most of its life outside. I'm going to show you today how I turn those plastics from looking bad into looking pretty cool, actually. We're going to do a camouflage job on it, and we've even got a camo seat cover that's going to go on. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. Let's get going. I found this cat. Hi, Crystal. Hi. We're going to paint so you can't go in the garage today, okay? All right. So here's what your plastics look like if you're in my situation. I'm just going to move these to the floor. That is what they look like. The inside could be cleaned up and it would be good. The outside is just all cracked up. I mean, the plastic's got imperfections in them all over the place. There's no better candidate than to do a camouflage job on it. We've already started on this piece right here, and we've finished on these two side pieces right here. We got the camo on the outside, flip them over. It's black underneath. Those have been sitting overnight. Here's your star-studded lineup. We're gonna go in order here with the adhesion promoter. This is gonna go right on over the plastics. It bonds top coats to vinyl, plastic, fiberglass, and more. I'm just gonna make sure this is cleaned up with water and soap, and then I'm going to hit it with the adhesion promoter. We're not even gonna worry about this plastic. Why would you worry about this crack right here if you're going with a camouflage job? You don't have to. After the adhesion promoters, you're going with the camouflage. This is the black. Then you're going with the camouflage, and what is this? Camo khaki. You can pick up both of these at Menards. And then we're going with the matte Spanish moss. This is the Krylon. The reason I went with this and not a Rust-Oleum is because I couldn't find the green. And you want to go in the same order every time if you want your finish to look the same all the way around. So adhesion promoter, black first, hit it with some khaki, and then hit it with the green Spanish moss. I'm going to give you guys a look, just overlooking the garage. I'm going to time lapse this. Then when we're done, we're going to put it together and we're going to see what this looks like in the end. I went ahead and redid these racks as well. This is the front rack. And right over here you can see the rear rack. Let's just show it to you real quick. Don't need to dwell on it too much there, but it looks nice. Come up close to it. Finish is really good. I'll show you the paint I used for that. There's the seat. We're going to cover that in the very next video. We're going to make this thing look brand new again, except this is the cover that it's going to have. Camo. For camo, look how that turned out. Do you guys like it? Excellent. And there's the side panels right there. Here's the very front. This part you could wrap, potentially. You could wrap anything, but I just think this came out so nice. Here's the underneath. You can see a little bit of yellow right there. I'm not worried about it. We're just trying to just coat the underneath with a flat black paint, something that doesn't harden up. Because if you use the paint that hardens, it will, when you flex those fenders, it'll just flake off in big pieces. But if you use the paint that's flat and that does not harden up, it'll bend with. For this right here, for your front rack, Rust-Oleum high heat stove paint. Perfect for a camouflage job. Now I didn't use this because, like I said, when it flexes, this is gonna flake off. You could have used some rusty metal primer on it, I suppose. Self-etching primer, that's for metal only. This is for the rack. Here's your high heat stuff, which I use for engines, ceramic coating that I use for engines as well. These two are used in combo. Then you just got your general basic type of stuff. Hey, there's an extra can. There we go. Looks pretty good. We're gonna put the Can-Am BRP right there. Kind of torn whether I want to put that there or not because it's reflective, and when you're going for camo, you're not going for reflective. But in this case, think it finishes off the machine nicely in the front, so we're gonna do that. Let's not waste any more time. We gotta get the wheeler in here. It's just right outside. Oh, I don't want winter to come. No seat, no problem, right? This is fuel injected. Might really be almost out. Oh boy. Oh, there we go. That started. What happened to all the lights in here? You can see it's got the brand new tires on it, Kenda Bear Claws. Awesome. It's got one headlight on the front of it, the other one's dangling. Switch this to run, switch that to on. There we go. And 868.9 original miles on it. Pretty low. 2013, 2014, I'm not for sure. I think it's a 2010 or 2011, but Julie thinks it's a little newer than that. It's been sitting for long enough, I just don't know. Let's go ahead and get this thing assembled. Hey, good morning. Well, we're back. Day number 3, actually. Done a little bit last night with Julie. She was kind enough to come and help us get this rear plastic on. These things fit on so tight, and I'm going to show you what happened when we put it on. Not a huge deal. As you can see, it's looking really good. We got Moose in the shop today with us. The paint is still curing. You can still smell it. It's still curing, but you can come up to it, you can touch it, all that type of stuff. It's good. It's going to last. It feels really good. That adhesion promoter works great. Putting these plastics on, you actually have to bend this as much as you can right here. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see a little bit of yellow in there? Maybe. How about this side? This side you definitely can. The reason it looks like that is because I scratched it as Julie and I were putting it on. So I went ahead and resprayed it with some green, and it just acted like a paint thinner and just made it pop right off. It's a typical chemical reaction when your paints are not fully set up and cured. So my plan is I'm going to leave this sit. We're going to keep putting it together today. We're going to let it sit for a little while, and then I'm going to refinish that as soon as the paint is done curing. It's cold outside. I actually have to have the heater on here right now. So that should help things out, help it set up a little quicker. But as you can see, this is going to look really nice. It's got these brand new tires on it. I open up the garage door. It's nice outside. Cotton flying everywhere. I think that's cotton. This was sitting here without plastics on. Looked terrible. Right now it looks really good. I didn't bother refinishing the hardware because it's camo. The seat we're going to refinish. We're going to do that right away here. Going to get a bonus video this week. Let's get this thing out in the daylight so we can take a good look at it. Sticker's got to come off. That sticker's off. I think there's a sticker a little bit on the other side, just barely hanging on. All right, I'm excited. Here we go. Fuel pump. Check. You ready? We'll leave the lights on. Brights? Nah. Oh, what is that? Override DPS? I don't know what that means. We're at about a half tank of fuel right now. Hope there's no cat around here. There it is. Get an outside look at it. You see what it looked like when we first started the video. This is going to be good. I really like it. Can't wait to refinish that seat. That's going to look really nice. Pretty beefy. Let's take it for a rip. Let's avoid the water. Woo! Boy, this thing's gonna be hard to sell. I mean, it looks great. I gotta get it out on the road, show you guys. Oh, it's so windy. What is this? Tell me, 2010, 2014, 2013? Julie says it's a 2014, she thinks. I hope it is. This is the sticker that we're gonna take off. Remember, we're turning pretty much junk stuff. Just sitting there, waiting to go to scrap, basically, or waiting to say, hey, somebody come buy this for cheap. Took it apart, can't get it back together type of thing. But that is not the case with this Can-Am. I know a lot of people like to make fun of the Can-Ams, but it looks pretty good to me. Let's see if we can get this off of here. Look at that. There we go. That's better. Normally you'd have your stickers right here. I'm not going to worry about that. I don't know if this thing is in four-wheel drive or if it's just in two-wheel drive. I'm not sure. Well, there you go. Hope you guys think it turned out nice. Those plastics, you know, they're hard to paint, but you can do it. Don't worry about people saying you can't do that. Don't do it. I mean, what are you going to do? I would have to spend about $1,200 for plastics for that, or just put it out as is, but it just doesn't look good, all dried up and weather cracked. Excellent idea. Saves a ton of money, $1,200 in our case. And hopefully somebody enjoys this machine as much as we probably would if we would keep it. We'll catch you guys next time. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate every one of you. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.